those two kidneys, because they always are the first to pick up on stress whenever our energy feels the stress.
What do you got going on, Lee?
Hi everyone, I am the modern eclectic vegan, and today I'm here with Sir William, who is a meditation guide and counselor and coach, and also an author. How are you today?
I'm doing great. This is an amazing start to my day, actually. Being on here with you, it's an honor.
Well, thank you for being here. I know that stopping overactive thoughts has been like a journey for me, and I know that meditation has definitely helped me. So I'm really excited to talk to you today about, how to use meditation to kind of calm that down and move into a different space energetically. So my first question for you is, how did you get started with meditation?
Well, I got started when I really took it seriously was a couple instances. It was two. One was I had a tragic incident where my god brother, who I grew up with in 2015, he had passed away. And it was just a bunch going on around that time. So I had to put myself to the side and just meditate. Like I forced myself to just sit, be still, breathe deep, and just calm my mind, out of everything that was going on, as you can imagine. So that was my first experience in meditation. My spirit just felt like I needed to do that. But when I really took a next step on it was when I started doing research into the benefits of the meditation. So learning that meditation helps grow our gray matter inside of our brain once we do it consistently. That's what really made me kind of speak over myself and say, sir, do this. You got to keep doing this every day. You know what I'm saying? I started talking to myself, making myself do it every day. I wanted to grow a part of my brain.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
And so I've had just experiences with my mind just taking over, like, to the point where I have extreme anxiety sometimes. And so one of my good friends recommended to me to start deep breathing using the Wim Hof method. And that was one of my introductions into meditation. I had been meditating prior, but not as deeply and not as consistently as when she introduced to me that method. And ever since then, I can feel my soul like getting stronger and like growing into more the being that I want to become.
Yes.
And my thoughts have calmed down a lot. Like I'm able to, like, even if I get into like a bad mood or like, if I'm just not feeling the way I want to feel, like I know that I can stop and turn to meditation and turn into my breath. And that's
exactly.
100%.
I actually just dealt with that yesterday.
Okay.
It's a specific thing I'm going through with my life with it's a personal like kind of issue I have. I'll say like with my daughter's mom, she like flew across the country and stuff like that. A little personal information, but that I just like thought about how messed up of a situation that is, to a caring parent. So I just kind of felt the energy of like, what would you call it? Downness, depressive energy. And I was like, whoa, I need to get this off of me. I need to get this feeling off, and I don't do tobacco. I don't drink, I just want to find a natural healthiness and mind states that'll keep me uplifted. So I had to really take like 5 minutes of good meditation, of a couple of Rashi techniques, and then I was back cool, Right. I don't know where I would be mentally if I didn't have that aspect,
Yeah, because for me, I know like the depressing feeling can compound if you don't know how to release the energy or to transform the energy or transmute the energy. And so like just a few seconds and a few breaths is really all it takes to start to get back into feeling more like yourself and feeling like, you know, you have, you know, you are a powerful being, because we're all powerful beings. And it's just that reminder of, you know, the breath can really transform that. So yeah, can you tell me anything else about just using meditation, and what other techniques you've gotten into, and what other things you've used meditation for?
Yes. Let me see. So techniques so I'm the founder of Release All Stress Meditation. That's Ras Chi, Release All Stress Chi. And so that's a genre with its own techniques that has been cultivated since 2014 and mid 2014, and then kept elevating over the years and cultivating over the years. So there's a technique called, we call it vitamin Z2, and the Z stands for Zen, and that 2 stands for your 2 kidneys. You know, right behind, it's like in your back, lower on the base on both sides, you know, one on the right and one on the left. And we direct our oxygen into those 2 sides while expanding the 2 kidneys. So we're breathing in as deep as we can and expanding those 2 kidneys at the same time, you know, expanding that base wide as possible, getting as much oxygen into it. So that's a technique that it makes me feel, you know how you when you eat a good meal, and after a good meal, you know what I'm saying, and afterwards you feel like full and mighty, kind of. For some reason, it makes people feel like that, and it also makes people feel what they describe as feeling high. But it's so it gives a kind of euphoric feeling, and that works wonders. So it's vitamin Z2. The Z is for Zen, and the 2 is for the 2 kidneys, and that's one of the techniques that's been good for me and good for people.
And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because you know, more recently, I've had experiences of feeling a natural high when I come out of meditation, and even during meditation. And it's kind of a feeling that you want to return to. It's like once you get started with the meditation, it's like, wow, I feel so good. I want to return to this again, you know?
Yes, exactly. And that's actually one of the, so something in our genre is consistency. You know, the colors, the audience might be familiar with the colors red, green, and black, right? So red, green, and black is also the belt colors that we give ourselves in Ras Chi. So black would be the black belt. When we challenge ourselves to do it consistently, when we reach that peak goal or whatever goal we set on, I want to meditate for an hour straight, or all day today on this one topic, or do my deep breathing all day. If we do excellent, we get a black belt. We give ourselves a black belt. If we do kind of in the middle, we give ourselves a red belt. And if we do, like a C level, we give ourselves that green belt. So A is black belt, B level is red, and then C level is green, like the grass level down. But I say that to say the benefit will come when we do it consistently. And the belt system is when we are challenging ourselves to be consistent, and then we grade ourselves, you know, give yourself a belt, you know, either that black belt, red belt, or green belt. But, you know, consistency is everything.
Excellent. And another thing that you said that kind of sparked something for me was the techniques that you do with the kidneys, because I know meditation, it strengthens all of your organs also. But like, just to hone in on each organ, you can really start to feel like your energy like spinning in each organ better. Like each energetic center, it has its own frequency, and then like the way that it starts to spin just starts to feel more aligned, I guess you can say.
Exactly.
And also that brought to mind something else that I learned in the Wim Hof method, as far as like being able to, once you hold your breath, being able to shut down the thinking part of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know, like, what has your experience been with, you know, once you get into meditation, like what happens physically and energetically for you?
So once you shut down your thinking part of your brain?
Uh-huh.
Yes, so that's one that I love to do. That's one of the main techniques that I do with business owners, with people who are starting businesses or have one already established. It's basically a super clearing of the mind, and if a thought even comes, you just brush it about the way, gently brush it out of your mind while we're deep breathing, but focusing on just the breath and not letting no other task or no other worry or no other anything creep into the mind. That's straight up just focus on just the breath. You know, that really is like a reboot. That's one way I could describe it. It's like like charging a battery. You know, like really just pausing everything and just putting our chi battery on charge. And it definitely gives a good reboot and refreshing feeling afterward.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I experience it also. It's like a reset. It's like a reboot of my system back to how like I normally feel, like just, you know, chill and good.
Right. Right. Yes,
So,
yes.
I want to invite our audience to join us in meditation, and of course you're going to guide us through your meditation. And yeah, without further ado, however you want to just start it off, feel free.
All right, so let's make sure first that we're in a most relaxed position, shoulders, neck area, very relaxed. Usually the chin down is the best. And as we breathe, let's do the vitamin C2. We're bringing that oxygen directly to the two kidneys. That's right on your back, the base of your back on both sides, the left and the right. On the sides, and we want to breathe out, you know, pump that oxygen into the kidneys and stick out those two kidneys, fatten and widen that when we're bringing the oxygen to them. Deep as we can, inhale. And then as we exhale, let's tighten up our abdominal region. Blasting that oxygen right into those two kidneys, sticking them out. Slow, deepest breaths as possible. Now, there's a technique, if we can continue the deep breathing. Another one, the next one is called Z4. The Z is for Zen and the 4 is for the 4 words, what's in my favor. So if we can continue those deep breaths and focus our mind on what's in your favor, focus on something good, might be something recent that just happened or anything. Let's focus on what's in our favor. Just dive into that thought and feel good around it as we continue to deep breathe. Focusing our mind, tuning our mind on that one thought. What's in our favor? We can induce an inner celebration toward what's in our favor. Just imagine ourselves within, celebrating blissfully, focusing on something that's in our favor. Let's make that inner celebration twice as energetic within as we focus on what's in our favor. Now for the last 2 minutes, let's direct those breaths directly to the kidneys again. Giving a strong energy push to those 2 kidneys, sticking those 2 sides out. Tightening up the abs on the exhale. One more strong minute, getting all that oxygen out to the kidneys, poking those kidneys out. Right. And there's a couple points I want to hit since the meditation has concluded. These these two kidneys, they are in charge of your stress state. Right on top of the two kidneys are your these adrenal glands that pick up on like stress first. And so relieving the two kidneys of the stress, getting that good prana directly down to those two kidneys is doing something inside of those two organs, you know, that's rewashing and refreshing those two kidneys, because they always are the first to pick up on stress whenever our energy feels the stress. So something I learned from Harvard when I got certified in meditation was the professor was always alluding that we should take like between 2 and 5 minutes, even if it's only 2 or 5 minutes of meditation, having multiple increments of injecting that in our day helps supremely. You know, so I just want to leave everybody with that. Definitely, just like people take smoke breaks and stuff. Definitely take those meditation breaks, release all stress, meditation breaks. So this is getting big in Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm from, and hopefully the nation can get some of these techniques that we go over. Hopefully you all can find my book. I have an ebook that's out, and I would love to give you all information about that. I could be found on Facebook at REYHERMES, Ray Hermes, and Instagram at Raschy, RASCHI _ meditations. So Raschy _ meditations.
Thank you so much. I definitely will add all the information so that people can connect with you.
Great.
Did you I didn't ask you about your book, and I wanted to ask you about your book.
Oh, yes.
So what is the book centered around?
So release all stress. This ebook is centered around health awareness, different aspects of things that we don't necessarily go over as a community in health. Things like olive leaf extract and the massive benefits that has for anti-aging, anti-stressing, things of that nature. Different roots, something called the Yawatia root, and different findings that I found on my journey of collecting knowledge for releasing all stress, not only through meditation, but through the health aspect as well. So there's a plethora of different healthy things that we should definitely tune our attention to inside of that book. And also different techniques, different meditation techniques, and awarenesses around philosophies. It's a bunch of gems in that book.
That's amazing. I'm gonna add the link to that also so people can check that out as well.
For sure.
And I definitely want to thank you for guiding this meditation and sharing all your information, knowledge, and wisdom about meditation, because it definitely helps someone for sure. Are there any lasting thoughts you want to leave with people?
Well, definitely. I just got my frankincense in the mail, and something about the vitamin Z2 technique that we just did with the two kidneys. If you aren't allergic to like frankincense or peppermint oil, or if you put them along with olive oil or coconut oil, put your favorite essential oils inside them, mix them up, or just dab the essential oil directly on those two kidneys, or even Vicks, putting that on those two kidneys. As we know, when we have pains, the Vicks goes inside and it seeps in. But putting those on our two kidneys more often, and especially when we're doing that Z2 technique, it gets in and does an amazing job. So I want people to experience that. That's the last thing I leave off with the Raschy technique.
Okay. Yeah, because the kidneys are a source of strength.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I do feel like, especially with the abdominal tightening method that we did during meditation, I do feel like that was a different way to exert the energy out, to exert the breath out. So I'm feeling a little bit, I'm feeling different, like strong, but in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. And not only I found it interesting studying on the kidneys when I developed this technique. That not only are they in charge of the stress, those two stress receptors, but they're also in charge of vitality. So that different type of strength, it's building up, that vitality that the kidneys are in charge of as well. So I found that interesting, real interesting.
Wow, that's awesome. Again, I want to thank you for being here with me today. And
pleasure.
Please check out Sir William and book a session with him. He has some great sessions with meditation and a lot to share. And I feel like it will only benefit you energetically.
Definitely. All ages are welcome. If you have any children, have any nieces, nephews, children, anything, all ages are definitely welcome. I know me and my brothers and sisters needed it back in the day, so I want to just give it to everybody. So please contact me. And once again, thank you. My pleasure on being on your show, on Elisa. So much.
All right. Well, have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Likewise. All right. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I have so many videos coming with healthy alternatives, herbal remedies, sustainability, vegan hotspots, more recipes, and just overall delicious food and a healthy lifestyle. So if that's something that you're interested in, please subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.